Hello everyone! I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War stream. So today, got two things going on, one bigger than the other. The bigger one, of course, being, it is the first Friday of the month, which also means it's finally October. Kind of funny it falls on the first, very rare that that happens. However, of course, we do have a new Mythic today, since it is a Friday. And we got the Archproxy Yvendra. I'm pretty sure is how you say that. But yeah, she's pretty good. Like really good, like insanely good. She did get nerfed though, but even with that nerf, she is still absolutely insane. So curse the first Uber Doom Skull method within the game. We have had Uber Doom Skulls in the past, however, nothing has actually had the capability of creating them until today. Also, the first instance of Uber Doom Storm being added to the game, and I think they coded it incorrectly because I'm pretty sure it's doing a normal amount of gem spawn. From what I've seen so far, I haven't messed with it too much yet. Oh gosh, I need a sip of water. Throat's being all croaky. Let's go to a real battle. That one's not so much a real battle, that one to the right. But, okay, anyways. Yeah, I don't believe they did Uber Doom Storm correctly. It seems to be creating a normal amount of gems, which is very much not what it should be doing. And by normal amount, I mean like the same amount that a normal, storm would be creating, which is not how you should be doing it for Uber Doom Storm. Because you guys remember when Doom Skull Storm used to be very broken. Feels like this storm's kind of like that now. Or maybe it is supposed to be doing that rate, but it definitely seems like it's doing more than it should. Look, we just got 2 Uber Doom Skulls and like nothing. It seems like they're coming at a slightly too high of a rate. That'll likely be adjusted in the near future, though. But yeah, that's her. Pretty insane. Definitely really high up there on priority order. She's also from a magic-based kingdom, so really important to have it. Let me go double check. I was mentioning it earlier. I actually can't crawl off the top of my head. I believe we have 20-star Zolkari next week. And what's relevant about that is it's required to own her to have that, if it is. Let me just double check. I mentioned it earlier. I wasn't 100% certain though, but I'm pretty sure we have 20 as of next week. Unless we're only getting 1 next week. Nope, we're getting 2. Oh no, we are only getting 1. Never mind. It's only 19 star. Still relevant though, because we're getting another Zolkari one for a bounty hunter soon after. It's not going to be 20 star tomorrow. However, it will be 20 star on October 22nd. So around the corner, as soon as that bounty troop comes in. So yeah, next week, Zolkari event will not bring it to 20, but the bounty hunter that we have next will bring it to 20. So she's still pretty relevant for that, if nothing else. No, she's also relevant as a troop, obviously. Extremely relevant. But yeah, let me go over to raids next. I just wanted to mostly show her initially, but we will be messing with her a little bit more later in the stream. But of course, we also have raids going on today, which isn't as impressive as the new Mythic, but I'm still going to mess with those this morning. Do I want to throw a buff? I think I want to throw a buff. We'll let him do his thing. It's not going to matter because we have so much durability. Then we cast this and then we just simply win. And that's match, right? Yes, no, kind of. Let's go for it. It'll do something. It'll do something that will pretty much end the battle. We'll just go for this and hope it lands. Go. Dead. Easy. But yeah, that's pretty much the new Mythic in a nutshell. Just spam all the skulls. Works pretty nice. It definitely reminds me of the days when Uber Doom Skull was super broken. And now it's back. Until they adjust some of the values. I still wish they didn't nerf the Mythic as hard though. But they definitely feels like they need to nerf the Storm. But anyways, so we got raids going on. It is Stormheim raids. And let's go mess with those. Haven't actually built a team or anything for it yet. I meant to include it in the Monday video. I kind of forgot to mention it. Normally I do when it's raids or invasions because we actually know what it is ahead of time. So we do have a new weapon coming in too. Unfortunately, the colors that it creates isn't really that viable. We were going over it last night, but yeah, it's blue-yellow. They're not horrible colors for Stormheim. The problem is it doesn't have Yarrow Fire Mantle synergy, because neither of those two colors feed into Yarrow Fire Mantle, nor does it feed back into itself. And that's one of the most relevant things for it to do. And Yarrow Fire Mantle not only doesn't feed mana to it, but it also doesn't feed mana to Yarrow Fire Mantle. And this is kind of problematic, as most Stormheim teams are built around that premise. And the weapon does not do that. Wow! The weapon doesn't do that. We just got a Mythic off of the tier 1. I'll take it. So, for any of you that don't know, there is a small chance... don't try getting your Mythics this way, though. It's very bad value. But there's a small chance whenever you get random troops for an event that it goes all the way up to Mythic as far as the troops that you can get for it. So there's a very small chance you will occasionally get a Mythic. And when I say occasionally, I mean super occasionally. This happens like once every few months. But maybe even less than that. But it is possible. We just got it off of tier 1. It's not viable to get Mythics that way because the chance of it happening is very low. But it happens. Like, you wouldn't want to just mass buy tiers to try to get things that way. But yeah, we got a Storm Shield. Not like we need another copy. Let's see, how many copies do we have now? Oh, I probably shouldn't type in Storm. That would be bad. There's too many things with the word Storm in it. We have 6 copies of them. I think we have enough. Well, we have 6 instead of 5 now. I think we're good to go on on Storm Shields. Also, that's kind of funny because it's actually for the event. Oh yeah, duh. It has to be for the event. That's kind of the whole point. Is all the drops are for the event. But anyways. Actually, I believe that's the only Mythic we can use here too, isn't it? Because I don't think Stormheim has a second Mythic, does it? No, Mistralis. I almost keep forgetting Mistralis is here, isn't it? Where's Mistralis? Yeah, Mistralis. I always keep forgetting Mistralis belongs to Stormheim. I'm not sure where I think she belongs, but I never think it's Stormheim. But yeah, she's the actual good Mythic from this place. Too bad we didn't get her. Not like we need more copies of her. Most teams would use 1 at max. Maybe 2. I haven't seen any real viable team use 2, though. You'd rather go with a different option, normally. Like, she doesn't really mana accumulate off her ability. She mana accumulates off enchant, but having 2 doesn't really stack enchant. You just get the single enchant. Anyways, what should we do for team? So we have raids, which means we need the Raid Slayer. Which is you, right? I don't know. Wait, why am I typing in Slayer? It should be, yeah, never mind. It just still has Slayer in its name. So we need him because we need to one-shot everything. We might go the new weapon, actually. The new weapon might be viable for this. Though I'd rather just go Mang. Good old classic raid team. Mang with a raid troop. Mistralis for mana, and then we just need a mana accumulator like Valkyrie or something. What else? I need a mana accumulator that isn't horrible. I'm probably leaning towards Valkyrie. It's been a while since we've used Valkyrie. Oddly enough, Snowy Owl would also be a pretty good one. Though we don't use purple, so probably not, actually. Yeah, let's use Valkyrie, I think. I believe that is the team. Man, now we change everything else. Okay, what class do we want for this? Probably just Titan. It counts as, Stormheim as well. A factor that normally is not used, but is extremely relevant right now. Because now the whole team is pure Stormheim, so we got a little bit extra bonus for it. Not much, but it's a really heavy HP-based kingdom. Oh wait, not much? Ha ha ha! That's a joke. Wow, it actually is a lot. Hold up. 51 HP. I somewhat forgot how broken pure Stormheim is. It's not something you normally run because the synergies of pure Stormheim aren't the greatest. Like Titan hero classes. But most of the rest of the synergies you get out of the kingdom aren't that good. However, 51 HP. I forgot. This is the highest HP location in the entire game. By quite a margin. Because it has a double HP buff here. And giants also have an HP buff if you're doing a giant team within Stormheim. Which generally you are because almost everything here is giant. Though this team particularly isn't. But, yeah, even without the giant bonus. 51 HP. 9 armor and 3 attack. That is a lot of HP. Well, we're not dying, hopefully. Zugov could still one-shot us. What are our stats? Gosh, it's a lot of HP. Anyways, so we need to change our banner. We're not using green or purple, which is kind of unfortunate that we're not using 2 colors. We probably want a +1 yellow, +1 something else. So let's go yellow. Up to I want a plus into yellow. Probably a yellow brown because we get barrier on brown. So like a +2 brown, +1 yellow. Yeah, that. Sure. Exactly that. Because we don't use purple. We don't use green either. But that doesn't have +2. So yeah, we'll roll with this then. +2 brown, +1 yellow, -1 purple. Into Mang, Raid Troop, Valkyrie, and Mistralis. And if you don't have Mistralis, you could use a second Raid Troop or, I don't know, this place has to have other viable blues. You could use, like, Hindla for resummon. You could use, maybe even this as a tank. But then again, you would need Mang up there. Yeah, it'd probably just end up being, the cheapest option would probably end up being, which I'm not sure. Trying to think of a cheap blue option here that isn't useless. It's probably Hyndla, though it is a legendary, but it's probably the most viable one that isn't Mistralis, if you need a Mistralis replacement. But there we go. Let's roll with this. Should be fine. They did nerf her pretty hard. However, it was a little bit over nerfed. I don't feel like she's bad though. Like she's still insanely good even after nerfs. She's just not as good as she could have been. Also, she's probably getting nerfed again. I highly doubt they're keeping Uber Doomskull Storm exactly as it is right now. It seems like it's creating slightly too many gems. And by slightly too many gems, I mean way too many gems. It feels like Doomstorm when it first came out. Maybe not that broken, but similarly broken. Like something with the rate at which they did it is incorrect somewheres. Because it does seem like it's generating too many Uber Doom Skulls to the board. It doesn't need much of an adjustment, but definitely needs to go down a bit. Because that's almost stronger than her ability right now, just the fact that she has Uber Doomstorm. Though her ability is still pretty good, though. The only big issue with her ability, though, it's so hard to get alignment on it now. Because you don't have any extra gem spawn. Because Lord of Slaughter, you can just kind of cast it whenever you want, even if you don't have alignment. But with her, you specifically have to have it, otherwise it's really bad value to cast her. Because you're just going to get hit for a billion. The only time that it might be okay to cast her is if you have a 3. Because if you have a 3 on the board, and you know for sure the Uber Doom Skulls are going to chain into the other Uber Doom Skulls, you can cast it and it'll pretty much board clear the whole board, which is nice. You just have to make sure that you know ahead of time if it will. Like, for example, that board that we just had would have. This board would not have, though. It would have cleared nearly the entire board. But yeah, we'll be messing with her. I'm going to do all of raids first right now. But after we finish out raids, we're going to go back to messing around with the new Mythic. And do that probably for the rest of the stream then. Just mess with the Mythic. Because it's pretty interesting Mythic. Even after the nerf. I do wish they would either lower her mana cost slightly or give her back her 3 gem spawn though. One or the other. Preferably, I would actually want them to add the 3 gem spawn back, but keep her mana value as is, or even raise it slightly higher to like 35. But give her a 3 gem spawn back. The 3 gem spawn is just so important for the extra bit of gem spawn. Let's see, I'll take that over. Because that's 30 damage just in itself. Not counting the extra amount of board you clear and the fact that you can potentially extra turn off it when you didn't already have alignment. Or if you know you're going for a 3, you could still do it and get even better value. Because she's worth doing even if you only have a 3 and not an extra turn alignment, just because it's normally going to full board clear. And you know ahead of time if it is or isn't as well. Based on where the yellows are positioned on the board. Yeah, we need to mess with her with Mercy and other similar yellow spawning builds. That's actually something I haven't messed with her yet when I was messing with her during the video. We didn't use any of the yellow gem spawners. Of which there are a decent few. If you go Divine Ishbala route 2, you'd end up doing it that way as well. Since Divine Ishbala converts to yellow off of green. Also, did I say hello to everyone yet? Hello, everyone. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Mister. Hello, hello, Larry. Hello, Donald. Hello, SP Herm. Hey, Isabel ended up passing both of us. Hello, hello, Isabel. Hello, Breeks. Hello, Delta. Hello, HD Addict. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Interception. Hello, Mombrashi. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, hello, Vespeni. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You only have 1 to 3 Uber on the board. Clear with the Storm on. Wait, what? You only get 1 to 3 Ubers per board. Clear with their Storm on. That's still a lot. Compare it to normal Doomskull Storm, and it's, pretty sure it's creating more skulls. I haven't used normal Doomstorm for a while. So I need to go double check it. But from what I've seen, the Uber Doomskull Storm is currently creating more skulls than the Doomstorm Storm. Which obviously should not be the case. If anything, they should be the same. I don't feel like Uber Doom Skull should be less, though. They should both be the same. But currently, it seems like Uber Doomstorm is actually creating more, not less. Or nor the same. At least in my experience so far. Maybe I'm just getting a biased amount of luck. It sure seems like it's creating too many. Also, good thing he didn't have yellow convert. I was not paying attention to what Empower he had. And that could have been a Valraven escape. Though converting to purple is not going to do anything. Luckily. Good old Mistralis random hits. Always annoying when she doesn't do enough. When you're kind of expecting it to, and then it's like, nope, not today. All that color, all the miss. Oh, come on, you couldn't have done one more, that would have been wipe. I think she did 3. It's better than her only spamming 1 hit every single cast. Might as well secure the Valraven just in case. It's a little overkill though. At this point, almost all of our abilities are overkill, since we're still at the earlier range. Oh no, he got the double turn off the glitch. And by the time they fix it, the potion gems will be gone. But yeah, that glitch still is not fixed. The give enemy 2 turns at once glitch due to potions. It is still not fixed. Hello Jamie, welcome. Just did your first ever epic vault keys. You got 40 chaos shards, a gem key, 4 Cedrics, which you already have fully upgraded. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I have no clue why Cedric is so common in vault keys and epic vault keys, but he still is. It's kind of funny that he gives 4 in epic vault keys, as if he's like a common troop, because well, he kind of is with how often he drops. Gosh, but unlike the commons that need 191 copies, he only needs 6. I have no clue why they made Cedric so common. I guess to maybe make him more accessible to newer players, but in doing so, since he doesn't ever leave the drop table. Like, it would make sense if they made him that common, but then once you had him at Mythic, he would stop dropping, like once you have 4 copies of him at Mythic. But he keeps dropping, which is problematic. Because it does make the benefit of Cedric being more accessible to newer players, but it has the downside of, it takes up, like, half the drop table. Maybe not literally half, but he feels like a 1 in 5 drop or something. Something way too high. You got a Mythic before you got any other gnome. Yeah, that sounds about right. I really don't understand why they made him such a high drop rate. He didn't used to be that high of a drop rate, too. They actually adjusted it about a year and a half ago, I believe. However, I believe that was also around the time when they made orbs in the drop table start dropping ridiculously frequently, so I guess it kind of balanced out. They made orbs a lot more frequent, but they also made Cedric a lot more frequent for seemingly no reason. So maybe that was just to balance out the fact that they were giving us more orbs. Because I'm pretty sure it was done in the exact same patch where orb drop rate was increased. And they were increased quite substantially. Like an orb's like a what, 1 in 3, 1 in 4 or so. Whereas before they were like a 1 in 10 prior to that. Who could you replace with the Mythic? Closest thing you could do is Hindla. That one giant legend. That's probably your next best bet if you don't have Mistralis. Because we're mostly doing it just to apply more damage for the most part. And Hinload does that. Also has free summon in case something dies. Hinload, that is. Also has freeze, so I don't think freeze is going to be relevant in most of these battles. We don't really have any way to loop. It's not like it's a player team. Because generally freeze is only used against other players because, or you know, like defend teams and stuff like that against them. Just because those compositions tend to have infinite loops. Or loops that kill you before they stop infiniting. Which aren't truly infinite, but infinite enough. Wait, you have spell reduction? I did not know that. I always forget some of the traits sometimes on the weaker troops. Especially the newer, weaker troops. Like, the older, weaker troops I normally remember. But the newer ones, they, like, come out and then they, like, never exist again, seemingly. They'll have, like, an event weekend. Or never seen from again. Oh, another Valraven, nice. Also, I do want to save a few of our battles for tonight so I can actually show the team again. Normally what I do in the morning stream is use up all the battles and it's like, oops, I have none for tonight. I do want to save some specifically for it though. That way we can get to messing around with the Mythic a bit earlier as well. But overall, this is a okay raids week. Not the easiest one we ever had. Definitely nowhere near the hardest. The options we have for it aren't the greatest though. But they're not horrible. Worst comes to worst, raid with, or manged with raid troop is always enough to win raids. The rest is kind of just for support. Also, what's the secondary effect? I didn't even check. Because he just did extra damage there. Oh yeah, boosted by his life. Oh! Oh! That's interesting. He's boosted by his life, you say? He's boosted by life. Hey, that's maybe even more of a reason to use Hyndla. If we put Hyndla in this team, we have more life than we would otherwise. I don't think we're going to. I just want to see how much life that is. It's 6 extra life. Oh, or it's 3? Is it 3 base value? Yeah, I guess it's 3 base value then. No, it's 2 base value. Is it 3 or 2? I can't remember if I have a max or not. Assuming he's max, it's actually a 2 base value then. Or isn't it? Yeah. But, yeah, it's like 6 extra life if you use Hyndla. Though if you have Mistralis, Mistralis is better. That's like 2 extra damage for the raid thingy, which is technically 10 against the boss. But nope, the other 50-something life's already good enough. The 51 or whatever it was. I'll take a brown, get everything rolling. It's pretty much raids in a nutshell. Get Mang up, throw it at raid boss, hit the raid boss slayer on it, and then win. You do reach a point where you have to double cast the second slot, but that's what Valkyrie's for, because boom, there's a second cast if we want it. It's already good to go. I was gonna say, come on, give us a poke. And a smash. But yeah, he actually has a good trait for once. Normally raid troop and invasion troops have relatively bad secondary effects. The secondary effect's actually pretty good. You haven't gotten used to her once since you got her? Really? She's not bad. I don't use her like exceedingly often, but her most relevant aspect is you take an extra turn and you get cleanse for every, or not cleanse, but you get take an extra turn and then you get enchant for your entire team. That's her most relevant premise. Problem is actually getting the extra turn. There we go. Yeah, I don't think any of the super meta teams in the game use Mistralis. She's used occasionally for Guild Wars, when you're color limited as to what you can compose for your team. And also because when your team is mana blocked, she's actually pretty good for those kind of builds. But yeah, I don't think any like super meta uses her. She's not bad though. But she's more so a Guild War option. Because she's really good when you're blocked on mana. Because enchant kind of bypasses being blocked. Since you get the mana regardless of how many of the same colors blocking you. Do you think the new Mythic will change the meta at all? Yes. I might even try running in Explore 12. Though I don't think it's quicker for Explore 12, but it wouldn't hurt to try it. I just want to see how broken we can get it. Though if we do, we got to do it with Zugoff. You know we got to go all in. Instead of using Archdiva, we use Zugoff. Also, don't you dare die. We don't have resummon on this team. He might end up dying. Somehow still hasn't. He's hanging in there. Barely. No, he's dead next turn regardless of what we do. We even had a skull option. I think we'll make this the last battle for now for raids, and then we'll mess with the new Mythic once again. There's just a lot of things to mess around with on it. Actually, I kind of want to try the Explore 12 thing first. Because I haven't actually tested her for Explore 12 yet, the new Mythic that just came out. I've done Lord or Slaughter teams for Explore 12 and they seemed good. And now it's even better. So it might be a new meta to run for Explore. Yeah, there we go. We'll save the other battles for tonight then. Okay, so next order of business. So of course we got the new Mythic. We're messing with that a little bit earlier. However, let's see what happens if we do this. That's not how you spell Zugoff. That's how you spell Zugoff. Sometimes forget about the W. Not the W, but the W. Not the letter W, but two U's. The W. Anyways. Let's go to Galvania. Go to... Do we even need seasons? I guess we kind of do. Should go do it over top of this. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, it is a weird named letter, isn't it? The W. Oh, there's only one problem with this. What if we don't have purple on the starting board? So the solution is every turn afterwards. Well then. It works. I'm not sure if that's quicker though. I might need to go bring out the timer. What's the timer aiming for? What, 30 seconds I think per battle? Less than that? I can't remember. What's world record these days? Should probably go check. Compare it to that speed. Though obviously I highly doubt this will be world record pace. It takes luck to actually get world record pace. A lot of luck. Regardless of what team you're using. But yeah, it's not bad at all. Yeah, we could replace Throw for a different mana accumulator. Not sure about Mountain Crusher though, since we're denying Brown. Though enough Browns are cycling back around that it might not really matter. That's decent pace. It can't get like the same max luck that Zugov normally does. Which is kind of funny because this team quite literally uses Zugov. What if we put Zugov in front of her, possibly? That might actually be quicker. And use her for Uber Doomstorm instead. Ooh, that might work. Yeah, what if we did it that way then? We might need to do that. Like, still have her there, but, you know, have her back a little bit further down. Let's go try that. Same team, but switch where Zugov and, there we go. So it's still like a standard Zugov team. But now it also has her on it. Which we're using kind of like Skyla. Except Uber Doomstorm instead of Skullstorm. Oh yeah, this works much better. No! How did that miss? Oh no, our first miss. Though we have enough backup plans, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Oh, it definitely works, that's for sure. Let me go time it for our next cycle and see how it goes. Oh, I'm not going to have the extra battle, though. Where do I even have my timer these days? Where is the timer? I can't remember where I put it. There it is. Somewhere's in here. That should be it. Oh, I just realized I don't have this new mouse set up to do it. Because I can't set hotkeys on this mouse. Oh no! I forgot, because I still haven't been able to fix this mouse hotkey issue. I can still manually do it though, but I have to specifically click a key. I think it was this key? No, it was this key. Okay, apparently neither of those two keys. What key? It has to be one or the other. That's weird. Oh, maybe it's shift in that button? That's weird. Huh. What key do I have it set up to? One second. Because I had it hooked to the one thing earlier. But I thought it was just a dash I ended up doing it on because I would never click that button normally. Settings. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, we're definitely going to need to set it to something else then. Oh, okay, I can still set it to my button keys at least. Even without rebinding them. Interesting. Okay. So let's see if this works then. Click OK. Oh wait, this other button's not what I wanted though. How do I set it back to 1 second? I will get this timer working again. There we go. I got it working now. Alright. That'll work then. Perfect. Okay, we'll go do that for the next one then. I got it working. After some technical difficulties. But now we have it working with the new mouse. Set up properly. Oh, this team definitely gets the job done, that's for sure. Not sure how much quicker it is, but we'll time it. Ideally, we want to see under 30 seconds per battle. Or is it under 20 seconds per battle? I can't remember these days. What speed you'd want to get. Do you know if you can get Uber Doomskull? I didn't see the rest of this chat. 1 second. Oh no, you took my purple. How are you supposed to do any mana? Yeah, it's going to be a really big issue with this. If you don't get purple at the start of board, you kind of just lose so much time. Like a ridiculous amount of time. A ridiculously high amount of time. Yeah, it's going really slow now. Do you think you can get Uber Doomskull Storm with Summon Random Storm now? Possibly. It didn't used to work, but maybe it does work now. I'm pretty sure they didn't update the coding for it though, so I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure Random Storm still didn't add the new storms to them. Yeah, it's actually a bit slower than running Zugov build. I guess it's the lack of Empower that's mostly doing it, because starting board is so much worse. Like, his speed once it gets going is pretty good. The problem is everything prior to then is actually kind of bad. Because right now it's doing like 45 seconds per battle. And ideally what we want is like under 30 per battle. Luckily it's 25% score reduction, otherwise he'd be very dead right now. Yeah, it's taking like 45 seconds per battle. That's a little tie. That one was the quickest that we just did, though. Biggest issue is lack of turn 1 viability. This team gets some really bad turn 1s. Probably should cast them first instead of Zugov. We already have the mana for him. But yeah, we might need to put triple damage burning on this. The only big issue with that is our mana accumulation option would have to be way different. But at that point you might as well just use Zugov because it has better skull spam then. Because yeah, this is definitely pretty slow. At least specifically with Thrall. At least for this. For like PvP-like situations, this would be fine. But a little slow for Explore 12. Oh, let's stop the timer. Alright, let's do, let's replace the cheap team. What am I doing? Keep forgetting her name. It's such a weird name. It's Archproxy. Yep. Archproxy. Trying to think of triple damage burning that we could do with it. Oh, it explodes yellows though. I need one the 14 mana cost so that it uses 2 different colors so it always has full mana. Could use the elemental one. I want to try not blocking its mana though. I'll go Cobalt Wand. Explodes reds. Alright, so we'll do that. We then would want to have we still want Zugaf, of course. Because that's kind of the whole point, is to use triple damage burning. With something like Slayer. And then we'd probably have to go Thrall. Because using an Empower one. I don't know, would an Empower work? Once we get it rolling, it kind of would. Lord of Slaughter would be a bit weird. We could try Lord of Slaughter though. The problem with that's going to be very slow. Because we don't have half mana start for hero. I know, new member of the Arc family, I know, right? Starting to get a few of them. Quite a few of them are viable too. Well, hello Winnie, welcome. Well, hello Larry Federa, say hi, welcome, welcome. I might just stick with Thrall. Because we have 3 colors that we could take. The chance that none of those 3 colors are on starting board is so absurdly rare. Then we change our banner to like +2 purple, +1 blue or something. See what minus colors we have for that. Minus green, minus red. I might say red wouldn't hurt on this team. Oh, I want +2 purple though. I guess we could minus yellow. Have to either minus yellow or minus green. I'd rather minus yellow. Since we're denying yellow anyways. Let's see what happens. Yes, you get 3 times damage from Zugaf. Because of burning. There are several hero classes that do triple damage burning to burning enemies. And Zugaf burns all enemies. Alright, that's much better. We basically just have to use her like Skyla. This is basically just a Zugaf team, but instead of Leprechaun, you're running Skyla. And by Skyla, I mean Archdiva Yvendra. This is basically just the this is basically just a better version of Skyla. It's just literally the Skyla meta team. Like, I'm pretty sure the world record pace actually uses the Skyla one too. Skyla is the method for doing the quickest possible Explore 12. However, you generally don't do it when you're farming, because while its max speed is higher, its speed per hour is a bit slower. However, Yvendra has Skull Spam, and she's basically Skyla with Skull Spam, which actually is very insanely good. Because I'm pretty sure current world record uses Flamer or some other weapon, Thrall, Zugaf, Skyla. Or maybe it's Leprechaun instead of Thrall, I can't remember. Something along those lines. We gotta double check too. Let's see, new tab. Speedrun Live, is it? Or not Speedrun Live, I mean speedrun.com. Gems of War. I want to just double check what team they currently use. Obviously there's probably not an updated one for the new Mythic yet. Explore 12. Quickest one was done 10 months ago with a Zugaf team. What specific Zugaf team? Obviously Zugaf team. They're all going to be Zugaf teams. Zugaf's so quick for Explore 12. Just want to check what team it is. 1 minute 37. Also, gosh, there's a billion ads on this page. I just want to see the thing. Let me see the thing. Gosh, ads. Stop making the thing go so slow. Why won't it let me check the thing? Skip ad. Get off. Why is it still there? Also, why won't this load? I have no clue why it won't load. It won't let me in. It doesn't have a description here either. It just says Zugaf team. It doesn't tell us what the full team is. And there's not a link. Well, let me see. Copy video URL. That's not video URL. That's the team we had earlier. Copy video URL. It won't even let me copy the video URL. This ad's like breaking the page. That's weird. I'm not sure what's up with it, but the ad is literally breaking the page on this thing. We can't see the team. Obviously some variant of Zugaf. I assume it's the Skyla one with the mana accumulator there. But this is the new Skyla now. Oh, does it have an X on the top left? We'll go try checking it again then. I didn't see it hiding there. So faded so you can't see it. Please let me click. There we go. We will get there. It's trying to sell the OLED. Please, why on earth do you have an ad on literally everything? Yeah, neither are working. I'm clicking on it and it's doing nothing. It will not let me play it on this thing. Won't even let me copy video URL. See if that works. Oh, there it goes. Aha! That works.
One question.
Then we got an ad on it. Everything has an ad. Let's see. What is it? Yeah, Flamer for Zugaf, Leprechaun, Skyla. So yeah, it's the Skyla build. That's what I thought. I was just checking. But yeah, Flamer for Zugaf, Leprechaun, Skyla currently has the quickest time. That is now going to be the new Mythic instead, most likely. However, Skyla might still be used for world record just because even though it's probably quicker for world record, it'd probably still be slower for farming though. But the reason for that is Skyla does it per extra turn, whereas with this you specifically do have to get a kill. Which means until you actually have a kill, you don't have it in effect. Whereas the second you get your extra turn, you already have it in effect with Skyla. Like right there, we'd already have a Skull Storm in effect right now. But not with this team. Now we have it in effect. Oh no, it ruined my alignment. I didn't even notice. I should probably go time out a set with what we currently have. Let's see where it ends. Realistically, it should be around 2 minutes and 30 seconds or less. Because as long as you're hitting that, that's pretty good pacing. For doing Explore 12. Quickest time ever was about 1.5 minutes. Though you need a lot of luck to hit that. That's not how a normal run normally goes. If only. We'd have all the tokens if it was actually that quick consistently. Let's kill this out and then we'll go time a set, see how it goes. What's the farming version? Replace Skyla with Leprechaun? You'd replace Skyla with Thrall and then remove Thrall where Leprechaun is. The farming method is Flamer for Thrall, Leprechaun, or sorry, Thrall, Zugaf, Leprechaun. But the quick method is to have a Skull Storm in your last slot. And that does this now, while also having Skull Spam. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be quicker than Skyla for max speed though. But for consistency it might. Because the reason Skyla is generally not used is because its consistency is low, but its top speed is higher. Alright, let's go time it, see how long it takes. Is this game like Candy Crush? I've actually never played Candy Crush, so I'm not sure how similar it really is. It's a kind of similar genre, but it's more RPG kind of like. A lot less puzzly and more RPG-like. But they're the same genre, they're both match 3 games. Let me cast. There we go. Now hopefully we can just chain everything. I'm not even checking if we have alignment, I'm just gonna assume it'll do something. Unfortunately, it did not do enough. Which makes that battle a little slower. Because ideally, we want to be like 25 seconds or less per battle. And we're currently over that right now. Why'd I do that? I keep forgetting we have the other weapon. I don't even feel like I'm using that weapon. I still feel like we're just using Thrall. We really need Leprechaun. I'm not sure what we replace Leprechaun with, though. We could give up Thrall, I guess, and try putting Leprechaun there. And then just hope our first slot weapon gets full mana. Because right now our starting boards are really inconsistent. Really nice cascade there. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be closer to 3 minutes, which is like 30 seconds longer than we'd want it to take. It's still pretty good speed, though. But I do feel like we need Leprechaun. So we'll do the Leprechaun switch then and see what happens. How useful is the new Mythic Very? It is extremely strong. Hey, we got an Anu. It's so strong it has channeled an Anu. Oh yeah, that took, what, 3 minutes, 10 seconds? Alright, let's go and, try it with Leprechaun. Good old Leprechaun. Oh, I should probably put Leprechaun in the last slot. We're gonna need to cast it once, and only once. Alright, let's see what happens. So this will increase our consistency of mana. Still somehow not full mana though. Because ideally we explode into win. Is ideally what we want. Oh, we don't have alignment. That's so bad that she doesn't have the extra gem spawn. Really wish they would have kept it on her. Still okay pacing though. Honestly, anything under 30 seconds per battle I'm kind of happy with. Even though you can go quicker than that. Also, gosh, do so many Uber Doom Skulls fall. I do feel like they're going to adjust it slightly. It's not just me, right? It does feel like a lot of Uber Doom Skulls are falling. Like, too many. I don't feel like they should have nerfed the ability as much. But, it does feel like Uber Doom Skulls are just a little too active. We could go Flask instead, true. Flask is always a viable mana accumulation option though. The only concern with Flask is how are we gonna pop the Flasks? Because we're gonna be casting Leprechaun first. And then we won't have any way to, like, break all of them. I did do that. That was a very bad mistake. Luckily Hero's not dead yet. Alright, looks like we got it down to about 2 minutes 30 seconds or so. So about 30 seconds quicker than the other one. 20 to 30 seconds. Simply by putting a Leprechaun on the team. The power of Leprechaun. Yeah, it was, oh, I keep clicking the reset button instead of the stop button, fail. But, yeah, that was like, what, 2 minutes, 35 seconds? Somewhere's around there. Yeah, it's still pretty speedy, though. The problem is Essence of Evil is only covers one color. We actually deliberately wanted to cover multiple. So it's higher chance that it has mana. Though it does block Zugoff more than it would otherwise, doing it that way. Nice 20-second battle. That's what we want to see. The counting loading screens is more like 25 seconds. I'm still taking purple as if that's going to give us Thrall. Whoops. We were using Thrall, not anymore. They were on track for 25-minute battles, or 25-second battles now, as far as the current rate. Oh, I was hoping we'd have alignment there. Oh, wait, we did! Though we didn't have Zugoff up yet, so I guess it kind of makes sense to get Zugoff first. And then try for that. Yeah, it's not that bad of a speed. It's about to be like, what, 2 minutes, 15 seconds? It's not bad at all. But yeah, this is actually viable to run for Explore 12 then. The new Mythic. Some variant of this. Oh, come on, I just need one more skull. There we go. Another Anu, nice. Got our upgrade and everything. Oh, I keep clicking reset. Ah! I keep not clicking the same button. But it was like, what, 2 minutes, 20 seconds? That's not bad. But yeah, it seems like it's doing around 2 minutes, 30 seconds or so or less. That's pretty good pacing. Oh, that's that Mythic. Cool. It's not bad at all. See how it does in PvP. Should be fine in PvP. If you could do that, I could probably do PvP. Though there are some other mechanics I could use in PvP that are slightly annoying. Like Entangle. Good old Entangle. Yeah, that's a problematic, isn't it, with this team? That is extremely problematic. Zugoff, just kill everything. Actually, we can get so much mana accumulation, we just ignore the fact that we're even entangled. Because Uber Doom Skulls kind of just hit through as if you're not even entangled, which is kind of funny. That's why I kind of wanted to show it during the video, but the cheaper team didn't show it properly. Though that battle just did. Because you could just hit straight through it. Which is nice. Yeah, it does work for PvP. You actually prefer Scroll Reborn over the new Mythic? I like the Lord of Slaughter one for PvP. The one that we were messing with earlier. We'll go do that again. Her Lord of Slaughter is amazing. Because they cover every color, just the two of them in combination. Which is extremely strong. Also, we got really lucky. We just got Bless on Hero. It has a 1 out of however many stats effects there are in the game that are positive to actually give us Bless, and they gave us Bless. The only effect we actually needed right there. Very lucky. Yeah, this has honestly been my favorite composition for it so far. The Archdiva one. Oh wait, never mind. This isn't. Oh no, I replaced it. I forgot. Duh. No, this was the team I was using earlier. But this premise with Archdiva with it when we were messing with that in PvP, that's been my favorite for so far. I forgot I overread it for this team when we were doing Explore 12. Whoops. This wasn't the team I wanted to pick. Still a similar premise though. Also, could you stop resummoning? That'd be great. He just does not want to stop resummoning. Luckily there's enough Uber Doom Skulls to just keep killing him. Yeah, this match. There we go. This was a weird fight. Oh, Trippy's ready. Yeah, 22. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've been at a 21 average now for it lately. It's pretty nice. I'll go time it again. Yeah, I believe I'm running magic right now. 20% to magic, right? I should be running 20% to 8 magic. Oh wait, I chose the wrong team again. Oh no, I think I switched to seasons because of the other team that we were messing with. Oh, so this is even the right one. Why am I using this one? Wait. I was wondering why I was going weirdly. It's not the team I wanted. This was the team I wanted. Also, I kind of want to change out this weapon. I'm not sure to what. I don't feel like we should go Flask. Flame Refer's not as viable in this kind of composition. What's a very small mana accumulating weapon? That isn't Mountain Crusher. Bronze Pistol, but we don't have gold to make that work. Do I need the extra turn weapons mana accumulate? Technically yes. What was it called again? Where is it? Wait, does it naturally not have extra turn? Oh, it probably doesn't. It's, this weapon. Turnip. It creates green and red. Doesn't help us, though. At that point, we might as well use Flame Refer. Oh, no. We could give it a shot. What's it blocking? It's mostly blocking the new Mythic, though. I might just have to go Mountain Crusher. It seems so weird using Mountain Crusher for this team, especially since it overrides the Storm. I'll give it a shot, though. I don't feel like Mountain Crusher is going to work, though. The first cast of Mountain Crusher might, and we technically only need the first cast. Because that cast right there is the only cast we need, and now we don't cast it a single time for the rest of the battle. So maybe it might work. Just because we only need it for the one cast. Nah, I don't think we're gonna go Mountain Crusher. Oh no. We'll give it a few more shots, see what happens. Well, we need to make sure we have a triple damage burning in first slot. That's why we have to have Hero there. That's the whole reason why we're even using Hero. Otherwise, there's a billion better mana accumulators. But we have to be using a Hero weapon so that we have triple damage burning. Anu Scepter could work. Oh gosh, we just got 1,000 glory from the gnome, nice. Good old glory gnome. That was a nice quick battle. Ideally, Zugaf will always do that. You just cast and then just auto-win everything. That is the ideal Zugaf strategy. Obviously, that's nowhere near consistent. That is ideally what will happen every time. Even though it obviously doesn't. We were using Emerald Crystal earlier. Well, not specifically Emerald Crystal, but the Kobold Wand, which is basically the same thing as Emerald Crystal. Hey, that's what we were using prior to Mountain Crusher. I think I might try Anu Scepter next. It blocks the least of mana. It's a weird mana accumulation method though, because it's very hard to use quickly Anu Scepter. Because you actually have to think where you're using it. We'll go try it though. See what happens. Oh yeah, I didn't time that one because it wasn't a full set. And also because I had a feeling we wouldn't stick with Mountain Crusher. I still wanted to try it though, just to see. Oh yeah, that was a nice quick battle. 15 seconds. Well, technically 20 after loading screens. Also, I'm not using controller right now either. We could be going even quicker. If our goal was to go as quick as possible, we could, but right now we're mostly just testing averages. Not looking to go ultra quick. Oh, I could have extra turned that, couldn't I have? Whoops. Oh no, now we're in a really bad situation where we're going to go super slow. I think we had an extra turn there that we could have already won with. And now we can't. It's gonna be a super slow battle, gosh. But hey, as long as the average is around 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I'm not sure how I feel about Anu Scepter. We're not really using it. And even when we have a situation to use it, the amount of time it will take to figure out where we all know if we want to use it is a little high. I thought we had alignment there. He ruined it during that time. Yeah, Anu Scepter is a hard weapon to use quickly. Because compared to just Mountain Crusher or any of the other explodey weapons, you just click it and then it's done. But this you actually have to think for very exceedingly quickly. Because it's not really helping us accumulate mana. It's helping us block less mana, if nothing else. We could always go with that strategy, use a 4 mana cost crude club there. And it blocks the least amount of mana. The only problem with that is if you don't full mana Zugaf every single time, you're in a really bad situation. Catch you later, Daddy Shark. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend. Should be enough to win off of. But we're definitely going towards the slower side here. Quite a few slower battles. It's dead though. We're not even gonna hit 3-minute mark. But yeah, definitely not Anu Scepter. The verdict is in. No Anu Scepter. It's like we don't even have another mana accumulation method on the team. Here's how clunky Scepter feels. But yeah, that was around like a whole minute more than we'd want it to take. Whole minute 15 seconds more than we'd want it to be. Yeah, I think we stick with either Abel Crystal or the other one. Although I think I like the other one's colors a little bit more. Because blocking green's pretty irrelevant. These, we don't really care if we block Leprechaun. Yep, well, let me do the thing. There we go. Look at that, much better. 20 seconds. It's nice to have a destroy option for the skulls too, because once you have Uberdoom skulls on the board, they kind of just all explode. Which is kind of convenient. Oh, we can actually go for that first. I was gonna say, we better have a yellow alignment there. So far, so good. Essence of Evil. The problem with Essence of Evil is it only covers one color. It also has a higher mana cost by 1. And the only thing we're looking after is the explosion. No other factor. Because we don't need the disables that it has. One thing that might kind of work though it also kind of blocks. Though Essence of Evil wouldn't. But the mirror. And the reason for that is to make sure hero doesn't die. The Reflection of Good, or whatever it's called. I always just call it Mirror. I think it's called Reflection of Good. The one that gives all positive status effects. The only problem with it is it blocks purple. Essence of Evil doesn't block anything. It's gonna be harder to get its mana. We're already not getting full mana on this thing most of the time. I know it's his turn, that's not good. Hopefully there's a follow-up to sitting there. Yeah, that's much more towards the pacing we want. Like 2 minutes 30 seconds is the pacing we ideally want for every explore we ever do. Quirker's better, but 2 minutes 30 seconds is pretty much the goal whenever we play Explore. Explore 12, that is. Yeah, there we go. 2 minutes 30 seconds. Right where we started. That's not that bad. It's pretty much the Zukov speed. It's not like quicker or slower. It just plays differently. So many Uber Doom Skulls. Well, if nothing else, if you don't have that Uber Doom Skull achievement, you will get it within like 2 minutes of using this character. Because isn't the achievement like destroy 75 Uber Doom Skulls? She can do that in a very quick amount of time, that is for sure. Definitely within like 5 minutes of owning her, you will have that achievement if you don't already. Do you get random epics for vault keys now? I'm not sure what you mean. But the 3 epic verse gnomes, they've been in there for a while. They were added with Gnomapalooza. They're really rare. They're like a 1 in 100 drop or something. They're mostly only obtained for completionist purpose though, since there's no actual point in owning them. But yeah, they were added with Gnomapalooza about 2 months ago, when that feature was added to the game. How's there no skulls on this board? Well, there's skulls, but you know, no skulls we could take. There we go. After we got that double Anu, we haven't gotten any since. There we go, 2 minutes 36 seconds. Yeah, Cindy Savage Lips. She's one of the 4 verse gnomes. But yeah, they're around the 1 in 100 chance. I'm not sure exactly, but it seems like about 1 in 100. They're mostly just for completionist sake, though. Since they're just like all the other gnomes, and they're just useless. Well, other than Cedric. Cedric's actually useful. But, you know, every other gnome that isn't Cedric is useless. And the 4 verse gnomes are no different. Hoping we'd get a skull there. Gosh, it kills like half the board. Uber Doom Skulls chain so well together. We haven't really seen multiple Uber Doom Skulls on the board that often, because there hasn't really been a viable way of doing so until today. But gosh, did they chain together so ridiculously well. That's probably why they felt the need to nerf her. Just because of how well they chain together. This battle's gonna go so slow because of that start there. It's really unfortunate that I had enough to kill there. I almost want to go Seasons just because we have the higher durability. I think I'm running Magic right now for the other thing. Are we running Seasons or not? I need to go double check after this set. Because I do think we want to run Seasons. Not necessarily for the attack value, but because of the durability value. Because if the extra durability can keep us alive, it's worth it. If it keeps us alive 1 hit longer. This looks like it's on pace to be 240. Could take an extra turn there, Bobo. No, I was hoping we'd have a skull there still. Luckily we did over there. That looks like a 240. Yep, there we go. Though I was counting chest time too. Normally when it's count for the actual thing, it's from when you click battle to when you kill the final unit. Though I normally time the full cycle, because if you're farming over and over again, it's the full cycle time that matters, not when you started and ended. But anyways, there we go. Oh yeah, we are using Seasons right now. Never mind, we're actually using the exact correct banner. Or medals, I mean. So we can't go any higher than what we already are, unfortunately. You're spending 2,250 gems on 50 VIP keys worth it if you're trying to get mythics? Yes. As far as gem to mythic conversion rate, VIP keys have the best rate in the entire game. The only reason you don't normally see me doing it is because we have so many reserves of keys that I'd rather save my gems for other things. But yeah, it's really good value. If your only goal is to try to get mythics, and you're using gems specifically to do so, VIP keys are the best way to go. They have a much better gem to mythic conversion rate. It's over 2 times better than doing gem keys. You're not getting a lot of other drops, but your actual mythic chance is substantially higher per gem spent. Especially since they did the VIP key nerf about a year, buff about a year ago. Also, was that first battle? Wow, was that slow? Hopefully that was second battle. Wow, that was one battle. How slow was that battle? That was answering a question. But still. That was exceedingly slow. You got the new mythic first try? Nice. In your first bulk of 50? Yeah, that tends to happen. It's very likely within 50 to 100 you'll get a mythic when you open VIP keys. Though not guaranteed, obviously. Though it's very high chance. It's 1.66, I believe, chance per key. It used to be 1%, but they raised it a few decimals. Because it was 1% the longest time. I'm pretty sure it's 1.66% chance now. Despite them being the same price. Because at 1% they were already 2 times more efficient than gem keys. And at 1.66 they're, I'm not sure exactly. They're like 2.6 times more efficient? Somewhere around there? I'm not sure. Somewhere around there. Yeah, it's 1.67. It's basically 1 2/3. Which is like, what, every 66 keys then? Is basically a mythic, approximately. I think they did that to make it a better chance that if you open 100, you'll get a mythic. Because commonly, when it comes to VIP keys, 100 is enough to get it. However, then making it 1.66 made it even more likely that 100 would get it. How much money does it cost to get access to VIP keys? $130. It's normally done with Death Knight armor and then buying the season pass a bunch. I would probably, in the current state of the game, is probably the main way that it gets done. Because the current best things to get within the game are flash offers when the decent ones are there. Though the current one that's available is not one of those. Well, unless you have a lot of money, then it could be okay. But I'd probably still skip it for the most part, though. But the main things that you would end up doing it on is mostly Death Knight armor. The season passes are really good value. But you can only do this slowly over time. And flash offers, which are also slowly over time. Those are like the 3 main things that would likely get you to 130. Also, how is this so slow? Have I been that distracted this set? Because this is like a whole minute something slower than normal. There's just one that does not want to die. It's gonna be cleansed by the time I can even get a skull. Oh, I'll still die even if it was. There we go. Wow, 4 minutes. That was very slow. Oh, there we go. Oh, you know what? I think I might have done 2 sets there. No, it couldn't have been. Because it would have been way higher time than that if it was. Hello, Coffee. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Gadget. Welcome as well. Hope all's been well. So we'll take that down. Get to kill all the way. Hope we have alignment. Don't even check if we have alignment. Just hope we do. No need to check. Gosh, another slow battle. Keep getting a bit unlucky there. Also, I ran out of water. That's not good. I only grabbed one water. I do think we'll be wrapping up somewhat soon, though. I mostly just wanted to do raid event and mess around with the Mythic a bit. But if you guys still have any questions or anything you want me to go over specifically, do let me know. Oh yeah, I never handed out code. We still need to go do that. Hold up. We never did. Because we'll do one today, right now and then tonight. I was curious, does the new Mythic need to be built into a team with a hero? No. You can use it easily without hero. The only reason we're using it with hero right now is for triple damage burning. That is by no means required. And in a PvP-like situation, it's probably better not to do it this way. Due to things having immune to burning. Though, of course, Golvania has none, which is convenient. Please move the right way. There we go. Are there any variants that are hero-less? Weren't we using a hero-less version of this earlier, I'm pretty sure? It was the Lord of Slaughter version of her. Because it's Lord of Slaughter, Thrall, her, and then whatever you want in last slot. It could be Leprechaun, it could be Empower, it could be Archdiva. But the first team we showed in the video earlier today, going over to Mythic, that one used 0 hero. And just used double Mythic instead. Well, different double Mythic. This one also uses double Mythic. But you know, it uses the Lord of Slaughter build. I end up overwriting it to mess with this team though. But it's still posted to the video that we covered earlier. What's the best weapon to craft in the Soulforge this week? I believe it was none, right? Oh, no, Earth's Fury. Earth's Fury is the best one. It's still Groshnok week, isn't it? Earth's Fury is a really good weapon. Oh yeah, if anyone hasn't done that yet, thanks for reminding me and everyone. If you haven't gotten Earth's Fury, you should probably make sure to do so before the end of this weekend. Because it's a really solid weapon. It's basically Mang, but it distributes the attack across your entire team. If you haven't already gotten it, definitely try focusing your resources on it before the end of the week. Earth's Fury. If there is any one weapon you want to get this week, it is this weapon. It's basically Mang, but the armor, the attack is distributed across your entire team. This might seem weaker, however, it's better for two things. Anything that has an attack boost ratio based on your entire team, for example, Gargoyle, ends up working out pretty well for. And the other thing is anything that has a really big multiplier, like triple damage, web spinner, or any of the 5 times damage troops and stuff like that. They gain a lot of value, especially the 5 times damage ones for things like invasions, for example. This is a really good invasion weapons, which is kind of funny because it actually came out during a raid event ages back. Yeah, it's a invasion weapon technically, in the sense that it works really well for invasions, because you can end up buffing up the attack on a 5 times boost ratio troop, and you're actually effectively getting more attack. It's like 1.66 more attack than you would be getting if you were to have used Mang, since it has the 5 times multiplier. So you're getting like 1.66 times the value of a Mang, plus everything else on your team's also getting attack. But then that 5 times thing is also getting 1.66 a Mang, and it's just really good value in those situations. And even on Web Spinner, you basically break even with exact Mang value. It's basically like applying Mang's effects to Web Spinner itself, which is pretty nice. Alright, let me go hand out a code, and then we'll go do one last run. And then we'll probably end it there for now. Until tonight's. But let me get you guys the codes, so you guys can go get the resources. Just need to go bury it. It's currently blocked by my interface for the other thing. I still have Photoshop open from when I was doing the thumbnail thing for earlier. Let's see. I forgot I even had it open. I should probably go close that. Because gosh, does it lag things a lot on this slower computer. More so than it already does. Alright, here you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use there's the redeem code. Use on gemsawar.com for the game code section. Your invite code can be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Copy paste random numbers and letters starting with OS. And it gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. There you guys go. Enjoy. And only usable on the PC mobile version of the game. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly, greatly appreciated. Hey, before we end it out, let's go do one last run. And see how it goes. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And we'll have another code tonight, of course. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing the other stream. which is like, what, 6.5 hours from now? We'll be doing that later tonight. Last question, how do you get the weapon that I'm using on Explore 12? Oh, this is an old event weapon. I believe this one is from Shentang. So until Shentang rolls back around again, you'd have to use a different one. There's a couple other alternatives though. You could use Abel Crystal. If you have no other option, you could use like Essence of Evil or Mountain Crusher or something similar. But yeah, you'd have to wait till Shentang has another event to be able to get this again. Kind of like how the Groshnock Earth's Fury is only available this week and it won't be available for months. Which is why you should go get Earth's Fury this weekend. But yeah, it's one of those old event weapons that we're using right now. But Essence of Evil, Mountain Crusher, and other similar things are close enough. Abel Crystal is probably the closest thing to it. That isn't specifically it if you happen to have that. That's another old event weapon. Though things like Essence of Evil and Mountain Crusher can be obtained at any point. So if you don't have those, you can easily obtain them. But Abel Crystal is the closest alternative to what we have. That's basically the same thing as it. Because it's a double mana cost explosion weapon. Which does the same premise of pretty much what we're using now. Because we're not using the other aspects of this weapon, we're using it pretty much just for that purpose. Double mana cost explosion. Yep, it died. That's not good. I only had one more kill here left. That's really bad because I don't have alignment on skulls. And he just took 2 skulls on us. I think I was gonna die before I can even get anything down. There we go. Luckily, burst for 1 billion damage. I was gonna say, hopefully we'll get in a skull there. Luckily it did. Yeah, this looks like it took about 3 minutes. Which is a bit slower, but still okay. It's still less than 30 seconds per battle if we do under 3 minutes. Which isn't horrible. We do ideally want to get that a little lower. 2 minutes 30 seconds normally where the aim is. Sometimes they take longer. 30 seconds of battle is perfectly fine. Oh, nothing good in our final chest though. Alright, there we go. Pretty much 3 minutes on the dot. But anyways, guys, that's the new Mythic. It's pretty nice. Highly advise getting it. It's so good for so many reasons, even though it got nerfed. It's the first Uber Doom Skull method in the game. It's needed to get Zolkari to 10-star and soon to be 20-star. It's not getting 20-star next week, but it's getting 20-star on the next Bounty Hunter, which is October 22nd, I believe it was. So later this month, Zolkari will be getting 20-star, and it does require owning this Mythic to get that 20-star, so do be wary of that. And aside from that, yeah, the Mythic's pretty good. It's used mostly with Lord of Slaughter. However, as you can see, it can be ran for Explorer 12 without Lord of Slaughter. And yeah, it's a pretty fun troop to have. But overall, highly advise getting this one. It's pretty viable. I'm not sure if it's top 10 after the nerfs they did, but it's pretty high up there. It's definitely A tier minimum. May even be S tier. But it's still unfortunate they nerfed it, but it's still very strong even after the nerf. But yeah, highly advise getting that thing. Really good. Both for kingdom upgrades and just it itself. Plus you get to mess with Uber Doom Skulls. And it's pretty relevant if you don't have the achievement yet because, gosh, Uber Doom Skulls almost never roll back around. They forgot to add it last Tower of Doom. Hopefully they'll remember this time around. Because I believe we've only had Uber Doom Skulls available for like 1.5 weeks so far. Like once right before the first season started. And then again after that one season during the Tower of Doom event. But then they kind of forgot to add it to some of the other Tower of Doom events. It was kind of weird. But anyways, yeah, definitely get the Mythic. Pretty good option. I'll catch you guys later. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Best of luck if you will be trying for the Mythic. And we'll be back tonight, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is about 6 hours from now. We'll have another code then and just mess around with the Mythic, raid event a little bit more, and go from there. Anyways, guys, catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Greatly appreciate it as always. Goodbye, everyone, and thanks for watching.